And welcome back to D-Backs on Deck. We are kind of wrapping things up here. Reliever Ryan Thompson joining us now here at the desk live at Chase Field. Ryan, it's good to see you, my friend. How's it going?
Good to see you always.
Everything going well?
Yeah, real well.
Yeah. What's it like to play the Dodgers this series, come back home, and another big-time series?
Yeah, energy's always buzzing, not only in the clubhouse but in the stadium when we play the Dodgers. So it's always a series we look forward to, and we're playing against some of the. I mean, Ohtani's one of the best players this world's ever seen in any sport. So getting to compete against him is awesome.
How does the energy in the clubhouse shift when you guys know that it's the Dodgers in town? It's the first division series of a couple string together in this month. How does that shift your mentality or approach coming in?
Yeah, energy's always high. But again, like we try to have that energy every series.
Right.
You know, so that's kind of our mentality in there, is to not glorify any series, but not take any series off. Just try to be even kill. 162 games is a lot.
Yeah.
So you ride that emotional roller coaster. It's a lot to handle. So
Absolutely.
we try to be as even kill as we can, and you know we believe in ourselves. We're a good ball team. Think we can compete with anybody in the league. So when we come and we play the Dodgers, we're just ready to prove that.
Yeah, I want to ask about your emotions just a second. But what was it like last night, seeing Gabby hit that grand slam, Marte kind of give that playoff pose after he smashes that home run over the right field wall?
Yeah, a little bit of deja vu.
Right.
It looked like the playoffs all over again.
It did. Like I remember. Like I was new to the team in 23, so seeing what Gabby did in the playoffs of 23, like I remember in spring training at 24, just thinking that Gabby was going to drop 40 bombs.
Yeah, it was like no big deal, right? Yeah.
That was what I was expecting. So seeing him hit homers is just like flashbacks of playoffs of 23, and Marte with that pose is so cool.
Yeah, and then your emotions, right? I mean, the bullpen has been kind of all over the place, and you've been asked to take on kind of a bigger role. What's that been like? Getting thrown in the ninth inning at times, get called on to get some major outs late in games.
Yeah, I mean, I think my career, I've had a multitude of different roles. I think my leverage when I was with Tampa was really high, just in different situations. I was more of that 6th, 7th inning, bases loaded, nobody out, come in, save us type of role, which is a big adrenaline type role. So coming over here in 23 and being asked to throw the 7th, 8th inning, you know, that was a experience that I felt like I excelled in. So this season, it's been up and down with roles for a lot of us, and you know that's not the easiest thing to do, but you know we've had injuries. You know that's what we do in this game, so it's hard to kind of establish for Torey to establish, hey, you're going to be this, and this, because the roster's changed so much. So you know, for us in the bullpen, I think we don't have egos. You know, I think that we're a good group of guys that are just, you know, that we're ready and willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. And I think that's what you'll see us, you know, like Ginkel is his first save opportunity last night, and he got the job done. So we have a lot of guys that are capable of doing that, and a lot of guys that are capable of doing that really hard role that I was talking about earlier with coming in the 5th, 6th inning. People don't really appreciate that role as much as they should. You know, that is a lot of times the role that saves the game. I always said it, that it's like 7th, 8th, 9th inning, if you're like locked in and that's your role, that's an easier job than the 5th and 6th inning. It really is. So a lot of those guys that are coming in earlier that maybe don't get the spotlight, those are the guys that sometimes we need to love on a little bit.
Yeah. The constant in the clubhouse, the constant in the Valley has been Torey Lovullo, the winningest manager in Diamondbacks history. I'm curious if you have a Lovelloism or something that Torey says or goes to that really has lived in your head, or something that's a favorite message that he delivers to you guys.
I mean, the first thing I think of is going back to the playoff round where he's talking about a connected team. What did he say?
A connected team is a dangerous team.
It's a dangerous team. Yeah,
just some more other words in there.
Yeah, he talks about, you know, us being connected a lot. But you know, Torey, the thing that I appreciate about Torey the most is how personable he is, and that's just his personality. It's who he is as a person. And you'll see him here in probably an hour or probably 30 minutes when we're taking BP, him just walking around. He's got his back to the hitters. You know, anyone can hit a line drive, hit him in the back of the head anytime, but he doesn't care. He's just trying to connect with the players. You know, that's really unique, you know, that he goes out there, and especially relievers, right? Like it's a lot of times relievers, the only time we talk to the manager is when he's ripping the ball out of our hands when we have a bad game.
Doing the clap in hand.
Yeah, and that's so it's like Torey makes an effort to get to know us on a personal level and just spend time. Like he's just such a quality time human being, and we just love that about him. And we're, you know, the way we feel about Torey is like, let's go. Like we're willing to go to war for you. We're willing to die for you. Like you're our guy.
I love that energy.
Speaking of let's go, we got to go. Ryan, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight against the Dodgers. Don't forget, you can watch that game right here on 12 News tonight. One of 9 games. We're going to be hanging out with you guys a lot.
We're back
Friday
in 2
nights.
weeks. We're here for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
We will be here.
We will be here all throughout the night, all throughout the evening, getting you set for first pitch right here on 12 News. Thank you so much for watching. D-backs on deck. 12 News at 4 is next.